Hello everyone, Niko Amii here, and today we have episode 3 of Niko Amii's Mario Maker. Now I haven't done an episode in a while just because I have lots of other Wii U and 3DS games I've been playing. Some of them I'm not allowed to put on YouTube because of the list of games you're allowed to put on with Nintendo's creator program. Some of the Nintendo games, like Super Smash Bros., are sadly not on them. But I'm back, and I'm going to be doing this video today. It takes like 2 to 3 days for them to upload because of the program and the verification. So I'm going to have this video up probably in like 2 or 3 days from filming it. But also tomorrow, which will be March 9th, I'll have the new update, which will contain keys and locked doors and stuff like that. So I'm just looking here. I haven't been on here in a while. A lot of people have been playing, so not a lot of people, but people have been playing my levels. So we're gonna play other people's levels today, just kind of a mixed amount. Last time I tried the Mario 100 challenge, and you all know how that went. If you didn't, go check it out. It was a mess. So we're gonna go to courses and just see what's kind of popular right now. I don't want to go to all time because I've played a lot of the all-time ones. So we'll go normal difficulty. Why doesn't it let me change all time period? Okay, we'll do new arrivals. So, okay, intense. This sounds intense. That was hilarious, I know. Calm down. Laughter, but, there needs to be order in the court. Okay. Let's do this. I currently have like one of those microphones that like singers have, so it's I have to put it between my knees and play with both my hands on the Wii U gamepad. So it's a struggle, but it's getting done, isn't it? Okay. Kill that thing. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully there's like a fire. Yeah, fire. Let's predict that. Skilled Mario player, am I right? Are there such things as professional Mario players? I think there should be. Oh gosh, okay. Let's just tank on. Oh, look what happened. Poor them. They really thought they one-upped me. Get it? Because I just had a one-up. My jokes are horrible today. I'm just gonna fly up here. Oh gosh, this is not good. Oh gosh, it's fading away. I was almost there too. Okay, that was not a good plan in many different ways. That was just not good because I think I should just be faster. Actually, I take it back. That was a good plan. I shouldn't be mean to myself. I had a good plan. It just wasn't executed properly. So we're gonna execute it properly right now. We're gonna get the fire and basically just hoopla. Do you guys remember that episode of SpongeBob, the hoopla episode? I do. Okay, so we're just gonna rummage through. Try our best. I'll throw fire too. I think that might help. But if I can get there fast enough. Oh, I didn't even know I could fly up that high. Yeah. See, the creator of this level. Oh gosh. Shouldn't have judged. See, I was close that time too. So like, where's the butter? Where's the bread? Where's the toaster I need to make some toast? That I wanted to give you a minute for that joke to sink in. Again, you're probably crying tears of happiness. Nope, that didn't make me happy. You're probably dying of tears of just joy from that amazing joke. I made it up about 2 months ago. Where's the bread? Where's the butter? And where's the toaster to make the toast? It's kind of accumulate. How do you say that? I don't know. It's like a discombobulated, jointed mess of a joke. And it essentially means like we have all the things to make the product we are trying to create. But who's gonna make it? You're gonna make it. You are the toaster in this joke. You can't be the bread. You can't be the butter. You can't even be the toast itself. You have to be the toaster. you have to be the person who stands up. Okay. So that's my little leadership of the day. Make sure to vote for Niko Amii for president 2048. And yeah, that's just how it is, guys. You have to be the toaster. You can't be the bread. Now that's not working. I'm gonna just go from the ground this time around. That rhymed. See, I'm more focusing about my horrible jokes than I am the game, and that's problematic. Okay, we're gonna kill that. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than boom, boom, boom. Okay, grab the fire. And we're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna grab the, do I wanna grab it? I'm gonna throw this first. Okay, that did not work. Okay, I need to grab this star. Everything's just not working. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna go in an air attempt. He can't catch up to me. So that's, they are catching up to me. I take that back. This isn't good. Come on, we're almost, it was good. Take that, Bowser. Honestly, like, who do you think you are? There we have it, guys. I actually accomplished the level. I'm very proud of myself. Let's do another. Honestly, that was probably an easy level too, and I'm just, well, it's called Intense. Oh, Intense. I guess he just didn't spell that one right. It is 100% clear rate. Oh, I was the only one who cleared it. Or went and played it. Well, let's do Koopa Island by Ann and Dan. I feel like that's a fake name. I feel like they did that on purpose. Well, her name's Andrea, so maybe an Andrea that goes by Ann. But I feel like that's also a name of, like, 4- and 5-year-old cousins, and, like, want to make a level together, Dan. And Ann just like, Andrea. She's like, duh, Dan. And they just have a Mario making party. And it's just one big event. They tell all of their other cousins about it. And it's just kind of a whole, like, big family event of Mario Maker. And Ann and Dan did it together. They accomplished what they wanted. And they just overall had the time of their life. I'm assuming this was during a Christmas gathering. So, I kind of get the mood from the Goomba Island, as it's an easy level. I didn't even have to, you know, redo it once like I usually do. So, I think Ann and Dan really accomplished the thing and the motives they've had for Goomba Island. I think they accomplished it with grace. And, I'm really proud of Ann and Dan. Ann or Dan, comment down below. I'm sure you're an avid Niko Amii spectator. So let's actually make a level. Let's make a Niko, Ann, and Dan level. I think that would just be revolutionary. I think the world's awaiting. Okay, I didn't read who this is from, so I could make fun of them. But I don't even think that was a level. I think that was more of a bragging type level. Like, wow, look at all the evil guys I can put in the cage. I didn't respect it, honestly. So, we're going to move on and pretend that didn't happen. We're not giving it a star. I wish I give the boss. You are definitely not the boss of making levels. I'm sorry, but maybe the next one can actually be a level and not a, look at all the bosses I can put in the box. Besides that, I'm going to go give Ann and Dan a star. They definitely deserve a star. Not only that, but I'm going to follow Andrea. Give her a love, a heart. And I'm going to star this level. Because, I'm a very big Ann and Dan enthusiast, as you can tell. Oops, I hit download. Now, I really am appreciative of Ann and Dan, but I wouldn't go to the extent of actually downloading their level because, like I said, or making a Miiverse post. See, this is just going on all types of downhill. Again, Ann and Dan, phenomenal people. Can't wait to meet them. But, not worth the download. Goomba Island was revolutionary at its time. Actually, if anything, it was ahead of its time. But Goomba Island definitely does not deserve a download, but it does deserve a star. It deserves it so much that I'm wasting my time purposely dying to give it a star. Oh, I guess I could just do that too. Moving on to the next level. Hopefully we have other very eventful people we can play levels from. We're just gonna judge. Oh, there's more Dan and Ann. You know, we're gonna title this video Ann and Dan. We're just gonna play through all of the Ann and Dan levels. Hopefully I can make it quick. Dan and Ann Banana. Really excited for. I feel like this one, Ann and Dan, they were their mother. Andrea's aunt, Dan's mother, made banana smoothies, and they're like, you know what? Let's make Banana World. And you know, Ann and Dan, very, very courageous people. They do what they put their mind to, and they made this Banana World level. And did it? They did. Now, where was the banana on that? I'm gonna respect artistry, but Ann and Dan definitely did not take the banana level they were really portraying. It didn't happen. Sorry, Ann and Dan. We're gonna play the next Ann and Dan video, but this one does not deserve a star. I'm sorry, Dan and Ann, but we're gonna do a different level, and hopefully it's a better one. I really hope your quality improved throughout the level making process at your Christmas extravaganza. Dan and Ann's Spooky Dungeon. Now this one I'm excited for. Ann and Dan, this is their second revolutional level, honestly, and I'm really feeling that this one will be life-changing. I feel like this one, their Uncle Rick told them a ghost story, right? And Ann and Dan, especially Dan, he's a little younger than Ann. Ann's about 8. Did I say 6? Dan is the younger one, and he was quite spooked out about Uncle Rick's story. But I feel like Andrea, call her Ann, she was more like excited for this level process. So she wanted to kind of get the spooks out of Dan, and instead of watching Scooby-Doo, they made this level, and I don't think it accomplished it. I think, honestly, Uncle Rick's nightmares definitely ensued and took over Dan's nightmares and dreams in general. So, again, not star-worthy. I'm going to leave that for better levels, because I know they can do better. This is honestly their second level. I'm not going to consider Bowser. I think Bowser was a one-man mission by Ann. I guess you could say one woman. Spooky Maze, didn't I just go through Spooky Maze? Okay, so I'm guessing Spooky Maze is a sequel to Spooky Dungeon, and this is they kind of noticed the faults and the difficulty they've had making Spooky Dungeon, that they considered the idea of making Spooky Maze. And I honestly feel like, so far, no troubles yet. I saw a chain. I think the chain represents Dan's goals in life and how he's letting go of his past self and moving on to his future self. Going towards adulthood, because as you know, Dan is turning 7 next month, and he really wants the process of manhood come soon to him, because he wants to prove to Ann, they're kind of rivals. He wants to mature faster than Ann. So, as you guys obviously know, he wanted to put that symbol there to kind of represent, oh my gosh, Ghost House Surprise. I cannot wait. Honestly, Ann and Dan, I'm ready. And now this is they're adding their trademark, their plus sign, instead of just and. I think this is where they started to get serious about their Mario making ventures. So, we're only 15 minutes in, and I think we'll have enough time to play through all of Ann and Dan. Ann and Dan, like I said, favorite creators of all time. Just met them. I'm going to meet them over spring break, I hope. So, Ann and Dan, I'm guessing they live in Alabama, maybe near Louisiana, in a way. But I feel as if they have kind of strict parents. Uncle Rick is where they get their most entertainment from. He's kind of a lighter version of Anne's father. Anne's father named Tom, obviously. So Uncle Rick is both of their uncles. It's like the third. It's Christina's mom. There's Anne and Dan's cousin. Their other cousin. Christina's kind of a distant cousin. They don't really talk to her that much. There's kind of a fallout in the 2005-ish, in November. They had a little bit of a falling out as a family. At this point, Dan was only 3 years old. So actually, he wasn't even a fetus yet. So Dan couldn't experience this fallout, but he could experience. He feels the pain and the sorrow throughout his family. So in a way, he was there emotionally, and physically he wasn't there, but definitely spiritually and emotionally, he felt the pain. Same with Anne. Anne wants to make amends with Christina, obviously, because Christina and Anne have playdates without Dan. Dan feels a little left out, so that's why he kind of has more anger towards Christina than Anne does. I feel like they understand each other a bit more than Dan and Christina do. We already played Goomba Island, the best level of existence. Coin Cave, I'm assuming, is not an Anne and Dan level, but I feel like it was over FaceTime. They weren't there directly next to each other creating this work of art, but this is actually when Christina went over Anne's house without Dan's permission. So I think if Dan will find out after this video, of course, but I have a feeling that that Dan, once he figures out, he's gonna be pretty angry. I'm not gonna say there's gonna be a murder in the family, but I am saying there is gonna be some anger that's gonna be coming out in the form of a pill. So hopefully they'll vlog it. Honestly, I hope they have a YouTube channel. I'm excited. I'm just perched for the next chapter of Anne and Dan's Mario making career. I've talked about Anne and Dan for 15 minutes now. I do not know who Anne and Dan are. All I know is I have the world record in 2 of their levels, and I could say, honestly, I deserve to be in one of those Guinness World Record books, because in all actuality, seeing my face right there in Anne and Dan, I'm getting a little emotional right now. If I had a camera, you would see the tears. But they could fill up a pool right now. I'm just so proud of myself and the fact that I'm right there in the Anne and Dan level. It's just really inspiring, and it really makes me believe that I have the potential to do anything I want to do in my life. And Anne and Dan, I thank you for this. I'm assuming Bowser, this was more of a prequel or a kind of a prologue to the Anne and Dan culture and the cultural phenomenon they've had in the world. So I'm going to play Bowser too, which I'm thinking this was more Dan's idea. He can get a little angry at times, especially while thinking about Christina. So I do think this was one of Dan's creations, with a little bit of Anne sprinkled in the mix. So I see the music notes. This is obviously one of Anne's little perks. She definitely is a musician. Honestly, she plays the guitar. She goes to hip-hop dance lessons every Thursday at 5 p.m. And sometimes she's late. Miss Sheko is very strict about her missing hip-hop dance lessons. So Anne gets a bit in trouble at some point. But she kind of puts all of her anger out, like Dan, in her Mario making process. So as you guys now know, Anne's anger and reason for Mario creating, I'm going to give this one a star because I feel a lot of emotion oozing out of that level. But lots of Anne's emotion is put towards Mario making from her dance hip-hop teacher, Miss Shuko, and obviously Dan's anger comes from cousin Christina. So, we're gonna play Goomba Island one more time, just because I feel like it really left a mark on me in this level. And not one of those bad to brag about, and you really about what happened with this, and I'm definitely proud of this. Definitely generations to come. When my wait, I don't possible for me to pass enthusiasm. DVS styles obviously one of the a little bit of the having a good night. Um, Thank you, and I hope you have a fantastic life. Making the world a better place, Anna and Dan. For more Mario Maker videos.